Hi, I'm E.D. Lewis, and welcome back to my channel, E.D. Lewis Reviews, back with an all-new review. I'm going to take my glasses off because the glare, so... Did I say all-new review? This is not a review, this is a tag video, and this is the first tag video I've done of this year. This is the Horrors of Social Media tag. It was created by John at Books of Blood, who was kind enough to tag me on it, and this is a really fun tag, so let's just get started and jump right in. So there are 6 prompts, and most of them have 2 parts except for the last one. So let's just get started. Number 1 is Facebook. Which horror character would you most likely accept a friend request from, and who would you least likely accept one from? So my first one would be Angelique Bouchard from the classic TV series Dark Shadows. She was the witch who cursed Barnabas. I have to say, I couldn't really come up with anybody for this. That's why I chose her. I just think she'd probably have some interesting posts. I don't like Facebook, so I mean, I just thought, she might come up with something interesting, maybe some witchcraft stuff, or her obsession with Barnabas, or whatnot. Something entertaining. B, for my B one, which is the least likely, I chose Jason Voorhees. I guess in some ways because the same reason. I feel like he'd be obsessed with his mother. His mother's corpse. Not her corpse, her head, and his little shrine, and maybe he'd have pictures about that or posts about, oh, it's almost Friday the 13th. Oh, it's not Friday the 13th this year or this month or something. I don't know. Silly reason, but that's what I came up with. Number 2, it's Instagram. Which horror character would you most likely follow, and who would you least likely follow? I chose Barnabas Collins for my follow. I figure, he would have, pictures of, the portrait of Josette Collins and the old house, and maybe pictures of Josette's room and the renovations of the old house, his new portrait, maybe a picture of his coffin. I don't know. I just, I wanted to stick Barnabas in here somewhere, and I thought Instagram would be fun for him. The second half of that one, my B answer would be Leatherface. And my reasons for why I would least likely follow Leatherface is because of the kinds of posts that he'd probably put up. He'd probably have those little bone crafts that hang in in their house, or I don't know, his latest victim, or who he's getting ready to cook, for the family to eat, or his latest face he just cut off to put on his own. So yeah. Number 3 is Twitter. Which horror character would you have? Which horror character would have, the best tweets, and who would have the worst tweets? Now, this one I chose Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, as my A. Yes, and I actually do follow her on Twitter. I'm not very active on Twitter. I don't hardly post on there very much, but I do follow her, and Elvira is just fun. I follow her on Instagram also. So she has fun stuff, especially when the pandemic started. She had all these funny little video things she'd post about masks and whatnot. So my B would be Olivia Foxworth, because I figure she'd probably be obsessing about the sins of everybody, or her neighbors. Olivia Foxworth from Flowers in the Attic, by the way, from those books, or I don't know, something about her husband or something like that. I just figure she wouldn't be at all that very interesting person to follow on Twitter, or have very good tweets anyway. So number 4 is YouTube. Which horror character would you most likely subscribe to, and who would you least likely subscribe to? So, to be perfectly honest with you, I could not come up with who I would subscribe to. So I don't have an answer for that one, but I do have an answer for the second half, who I least likely, and that'd be Jigsaw from the Saw movies. I only saw the first one, but I figure he'd probably do videos on torture and stuff, and have his victims on there and stuff. Now he'd probably get kicked off of YouTube or something like that for something so horrific and violent. But I mean, yeah, least likely to follow something like that, you know. So if it's a film, you know, that's different. But if it's, you know, real people getting tortured, no, definitely not. So I could not come up with a character that I would, you know, subscribe to that would have a great video channel. John had a great one on his, and that was Hannibal Lecter, and I didn't want to take his answer, of course. Hannibal Lecter would have a great cooking one, like he said. So, oh, by the way, I will link John's video in the description, so do check it out. 5 is Tinder. Which horror character would you most likely swipe right for, and who would you swipe left for? Well, this one was the first one I answered, and this was like an immediate thing, was these two answers. So my A, who I would swipe right for, would be Lestat, the vampire Lestat, of course. Even if I had to lose a little bit of blood, you know, I'd let him feed on me. So yeah, the vampire Lestat. Also, I would swipe left on my B would be Victor Frankenstein from the movie Victor Frankenstein, because I feel like he'd be just obsessively talking about his work and his experiments and about himself. So, I mean, it wouldn't be very interesting. I mean, it sure be interesting, but it'd get annoying after a while, like the people in the movie who got really annoyed with him. So, I'm looking at my time. Okay, good. We're making good time here. And number 6 is the optional one, and it's TikTok. Which horror character would have the most annoying TikToks? This one I had to think about, and I actually almost put Jason Voorhees for this one, but I already put him down for another one. I didn't want to double up. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I was trying to figure out how I would fit Pennywise into one of these, and I couldn't, and I knew it wouldn't be this one because I'm like, oh, he'd have interesting TikToks. I don't have TikTok, but so I can't with the Babadook, because I kind of think the Babadook would probably have some annoying TikToks, because I mean, all he says is, you know, the Babadook thing all the time, which is, I love to listen to it because when he gets that really high pitched screechy at the duck part, I just find that delightful in a weird way. But I mean, after a while, I think all his TikToks would be very annoying because they'd be probably like so repetitious of the exact same thing. That is, those are my answers to the 6 prompts. Now, I don't know who to tag because John tagged 11 people and an awesome bunch of people at that. And I don't know who I would tag. Oh, I know who I could tag, and I tag her, I think, often. I will double up and I will tag this person. If this person has not done the video by the time my video comes out, I am going to tag Ange with an E. Oh, sorry, she's not Ange with an E. Ange is Book Chatter, sorry. So if you're watching Ange, I tag you. And, here, Monster Blood's already been tagged, but I'm going to tag him also. So Monster Blood for sure, because I'm curious what his answers would be. I'm curious about everybody who has been tagged in this, so I'll try to get around and watch everybody's video. I hope everybody's having a great spring, and please do this tag. Please spread the love and go watch John's video and watch his tag, because he's got some fascinating answers on his. So I will see you very soon with a new video this weekend, so stay safe and stay spooky. Bye-bye.